grace for this. There is news because you are Almighty. You are just. You are the God who is holy. You are the God who is truthful. You are the God who is merciful. You are the God who is loving. And you are the God who loves all of us in spite of how we are. We thank you and we bless your name. Your presence in our midst is so precious to us. It is so precious to our heart. Father, you are always there to bless us. The scripture says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world. How grateful we are in your love, even as we remember this morning. You are so loving, you are so generous in your love. Your love is like all your love. We thank you. As we celebrate this 43rd Foundation Day in our community, Father, we turn to you for your blessings upon our institution. You have blessed many lives in this institution. And even on this day, Father, we come before you to seek your blessings upon our institution once again. So many unfortunate things happen in this institution in the past. But Father, you never leave us alone. Your blessing is always there upon the staff, on the students, and the institution. Thank you, Father, for this day. We want to say thank you so much for your blessings. Father, at this moment, once again, we want to confess that we are sinners, saved by your grace. Without you, we human beings cannot do anything good. But with your blessings, with your presence in our life, we can do these things to you. Father, we pray that as we pray that your presence will continue to bless our staff, our university officials, and our students. We just pray, Father, you will continue to guide us and continue to bless us. That together we will be able to bring up the institution to your hand. Today, as we celebrate, Father, we pray that your blessings will be upon all of us who are present here this afternoon, this morning. We pray that your blessings will be upon the university officials, all the faculty members, all the staff, all the officials, all the students, and upon our university and our institution here. We just want you to make once again our life into your hand. Without you, we cannot do anything good. So we pray that Father, your blessings will be upon us, on this institution, that we may have days together we will be able to lift up the name of this institution, that other people may see and be blessed. Thank you once again, Father, for with us in this morning. Continue to lead us in us with the remaining part of your prayer. Bless all of us. In Jesus' most precious name we pray.
Thank you, Professor Bayo, for invoking God's presence in our midst. Now I would like to invite our respected Professor Feliciano to deliver the commentaries.
the faculties, staff, and everyone's prepared. It seems the audio is not very clear here, attending or participating online. I don't know if it can be improved by the Lawrence, but it's a guys already. So if we can take care of that. I just want to note to the attendee that we are very sorry for the delay that we had. I hope you're hearing us. Even though the audio is here, but you're hearing us. This is what we're able to communicate. So I want to welcome everyone to the Internal Foundation Day SASRD, National University, First One, where back in 1978, the school was developed by SSR, the then Minister of India. Now, 70 years down the line, in 1994, came as a university, and now, 26 years down the line, we are already for 2 years of existence and celebrating the third foundation day. The journey of this institute has been highly meager infrastructure and very few students, but where the bonding of the students and the teachers were very strong, to the present times, with about 60 faculty, huge infrastructure, and highly competitive and large number of students, and maybe a little lesser bondage between teachers and staff and students. Nevertheless, SASRD has made its mark in the area of agriculture, human resource development, where our alumni are occupying prominent positions in various agri and allied departments at the state and central level, across and private sectors in every sectors across the globe, besides being a political and in a police force. So we are very proud to be SASRDians, and as we celebrate this very seasoned age of our institution, let's not forget the contribution made by the pioneers of this institute, thereby making this institute stand where it is today among the best of the institutions in the country. With faculties and students from all over the country, let us continue to strive even harder as we mature with years of celebration and make it shine through the coming years. With this, I, on behalf of the SASRD family, extend our warm welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, our Pro-Vice Chancellor, our faculties, our staff, our students, and most importantly, our alumni friends watching this program from all over the world. Long live SASRD. Welcome, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Dean, for the welcome address. Now, may I call upon Dr. to welcome students and friends for the welcome song. you so much, Dr. Bottom and friends, for the very, very melodious song. Now we have a very important person who will be addressing us with the reminiscence of. He is on the first page of SASRD, page of 1978. He is our first page alumnus from Nagaland, but he is posted in Mizoram. He is none other than Dr. K.K. IFS. He is presently the additional BCCF, Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of Mizoram. So thank you so much, sir, for being here today. Now I would like to request Dr. K.K. to kindly take his slide. Is my voice audible?
Yes.
Is my voice audible? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, yes, it's audible.
Okay, thank you. Respected Vice Chancellor, respected faculty members, esteemed alumni members, and dear student friends, I extend a very warm 43rd SASRD Foundation Day greetings to all of you. And thank you so much for having me in this beautiful program. My profound gratitude to Dr. Akali and SASRD fraternity to reminisce a period of 5 years after a gap of 37 will take quite a while. And I will not go back much into that, but I'll just share a few of my thoughts about our college and how I landed in Mejipema. I had already joined Kohima Science College for PU Science in 1978 when a cousin of mine encouraged me to study BSc Agriculture, saying that I will get an SDO post with a jeep on completion of 5 years degree course. That has immediately motivated me into the subject of agriculture. But really not the subject, but the attraction for the post of SDO with a jeep that has caught my imagination and took me to Nehu College of Agriculture in 1978. Incidentally, at that point of time, two young officers from my village have just joined government service, and both of them were driving a brand new jeeps and both serving as SDOs. They have been my heroes. One of them eventually retired as Director Land Resources, and the other man retired as a Chief Engineer, PHE Department. It is the dream of a better tomorrow that keeps me going even today. Last 2 years, we have witnessed the first wave of retirement of first batch of SASRD alumni. Most of them have retired as directors, additional directors, and joint directors. It was a dream come true and a very happy ending for all of us. By choice, some have joined politics post-retirement and continue to serve our people from the position of strength. Metsobo Jamir and Sazo Chotisa, our honorable MLAs, to name a few. Let us be grateful to them for the position they have brought to our society. Others are also doing well in their chosen field of public service and social services. Today, the second and third batch of alumni of SASRD are at the helm of affairs in all the any states and many organizations. A proud moment for all of us. SASRD has surely risen to the occasion, fulfilling its mandate with remarkable success. My greatest wish for SASRD today
is, may SASRD continue to ignite and fire the imaginations of the young minds with innovative and progressive thoughts, driven by the desire for a better tomorrow, and leaves behind indelible footprints in the quest for excellence and self-reliance. On this 43rd SASRD Foundation Day, I once again extend a very warm greetings to all of you and all my best wishes for a road ahead for SASRD in days to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words of reminiscence, exhortation, and encouragement, especially to the young minds, the upcoming minds of SASRD. Thank you so much for your valuable time you have spent with us on this day. Now, we'll be skipping this portion of exhortation for now, and we're going straight to the Alumni Awards. Alumni Awards will be initiated by Dr. Watila Jamil, the Treasurer of the Alumni Association of SASRD. So, may I call upon Dr. Watila Jamil, Madam, to kindly take your time, please.
Hello. 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 I think you can you can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairperson, for giving me the time. Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Bardashi Lal, and all the alumni present for today's 43rd Foundation. Now I take this time to pronounce the recipients and the sponsors of the award. Number 1, Alumni Award for Academic Excellence, BC Honors Agriculture, 2016 to 2020 batch, sponsored by Alumni Association of School of Agricultural Sciences and Rural Development, cash award of 20,000 and certificate. Name of the recipient, Miss Sutipta Samanda, with an OGPA of 9.01. Our next recipient is Miss Ajano Dori. She will be given the award of Biri Omban Excellence Award for BC Honors Agriculture first year course during the year 2019 to 2020, sponsored by Dr. Omid Bon from the 7th page. A cash award of 10,000 and certificate is given to Ms. Ajano Dori with an OGPA of 8.68. The third recipient is R2-6 Excellence Award for BC Honors Agriculture second year course during the year 2019 and 2020. It is sponsored by C. Narayan Rao from the 8th page, a cash award of 10,000 and certificate given to Ms. Sukanya Beach, OGPA of 8.79. The fourth recipient goes to Miss Ajanu Ki Izing with an OGPA of 8.53. Late Cherish C.H. Marak Excellence Award for BC Honors Agriculture Third Year course during the year 2019 to sponsored by Mrs. Tira C.H. Marak from the 8th batch. A cash award of ₹10,000 and certificate goes to Miss Achano E. Ezing with an OGPA of 8.53. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Motika Champier, for initiating and also to declare the awards, the alumni awards recipients of 2020. Actually, I had requested one of the recipients to send a digitally of her message, but maybe because of some technical reasons she cannot say. No, it's better we have admitted her Samantha. So Samantha, if Samantha is around, can you kindly deliver a short speech on the receipt of the Alumni Award 2020? Miss Sotipta Samantha. She's there. What is it? Yeah, Miss Sotipta Samantha, the Alumni Award for Academic Excellence recipient for 2020. Anyway, this is the certificate for the Alumni Award for Academic Excellence, which is sponsored by the Alumni Association of SASRD, and this comes with a cash award of ₹50,000 along with this certificate. So this year's awardee is Ms. Sotipta Samantha, who has scored an OGPA of 9.01 during her 4-year stay in SASRD. So big congratulations to Sotipta Samantha of 4th year PhD. Maybe because of some technical glitch, he is unable to connect. So we go to the most important part of the program, which is the special address by our special case, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Bhardaji Lal. So, sir, please kindly take your time. Please.
हमको बोलना है सर? हाँ, लम्बे सब नहीं बोलेंगे। Respected Chairperson, Professor Tongpang Ji, Pro Vice Chancellor of the campus, Professor Lanu Shashank Ji, Dean SASRD, Professor Akali Shema Ji, my esteemed colleagues, officers, non-teaching staff, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, Very good afternoon to all of you. At the very outset, while celebrating 43rd Foundation Day of Nagaland University SASRD, in first place, I would definitely love to appreciate as a special case to alumni of Association of SASRD. Ladies and gentlemen, normally what happens when we are busy commemorating an event, we try to track the history of the institution. While taking the requirements for this particular part, allow me to take you back to 1978, when on this eventful day, that is 20th October 1978, the College of Agriculture was established by Northeastern Hill University in Mezdifema, what is now designated as SASRD. At that point of time, this institution was established to take the need of the students trying to pursue agriculture science and ultimately getting through with the degree, that is BSc AG. Subsequently, as the institution developed, in 1995, this College of Agriculture, I beg your pardon, in 1985, this College of Agriculture was transformed into SASRD, that is School of Agricultural Sciences and Rural Development at Mezdifema. And by the same token, the program was lifted to PG level. Subsequently, with time, when Nagaland University came into being on 6th of September 1994, this particular institution was hitherto transferred to Nagaland University from NEHU, and that is how it became part and parcel of Nagaland University. Friends, these two abbreviations, SASRD and ASRD, this ASRD, if I recall it precisely, it was established by the students passing out right from the first batch from the College of Agriculture in June, on 6 June 2000. And this say ASRD, Alumni Association of SASRD, it became so rhythmic with the SASRD that say both the say oscillators, SASRD and ASRD, they got so nicely synchronized that made, in fact, this ASRD to make their presence felt under the slogan, Quest for Excellence in Service of People. Wonderfully conceived a notion that percolates down to the society, free from parochial attitudes of caste, creed, religion, area, region. And I think this is something that, while taking, in fact, the account of 43rd Foundation Day of the institution, any participant will definitely just go taking the cognizance of this particular notion and vis-a-vis this particular association, what we call SASRD. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been given the understanding that this SASRD, in fact, being one of the oscillator of the SASRD, it has a tremendous role played in the past, and with the mission which they have established as early as on 6th of June 2000, I trust they are going, in fact, to continue as a very, very strong in training factor of the activities of the SASRD, both in function as well as nourishment. On this occasion, let me take the liberty to make, in fact, the participants just know and feel about that this alumni association, it has contributed a double-story guest house installed there on the campus with expenditure of 68 lakhs. While saying so, I do take into account the members of this SASRD who are very much part and parcel of the institution, and those who are, say, scattered here and there within the nation and beyond the national boundary. I did have the opportunity to interact with some of them and say the particular, say, essence which they still, in fact, uphold with regard to the SASRD, that is worth appreciating. I trust God continues giving them good health and a long life to look forward for the betterment of the SASRD as a bona fide member of this institution. While taking the list down, just now I have heard as many as 4 awards instituted by Alumni Association in one capacity or other from different batches. But before that, I must make a mention about this SASRD has created a waiting shed in front of the library with, say, expenditure of rupees 2.5 lakhs. And I trust the participants have the cognition of this. As many 4 awards instituted by this association, it was, say, declared few minutes back. And I must appreciate that this association is sponsoring a cash award of 20,000 plus a certificate to the topper of BSc AG. That's not, say, only going to be just simply as a token of gesture, rather it will play as a very strong instrument in, say, boosting the morale of the participants, boosting, in fact, the morale of the students, and striving for performing better and better, say, to stand as the topper. Going down the track, I had the opportunity to see and listen to Dr. Umed Pun, and he has sponsored an award in the name of Periom Pun Excellence Award, fetching a cash award of rupees 10,000 plus a certificate to the student who tops the list in BSc first year. Tracking down the list are to Shield Excellence Award meant for BSc honors second year topper instituted by the institution and sponsored by this Dr. Narayan Rao. The award fetches a cash award of 10,000 rupees plus a certificate. Dr. Periom, Dr. Umed Pun and say Dr. Rao, they had been from the 7th and 8th batches. And from the 8th batch, there is one more award that is sponsored in the name of late Cherish C.H. Marak Excellent Award that is given to the topper of BSc third year. The award is sponsored by Mrs. Thepa C.H. Marak. Ladies and gentlemen, while taking in fact the cognition of the institutional creativity, asserts concern and their functional contribution for the sake of good to the institution, and to mark the occasion, let me take the liberty to share with the participants that it is said that a country of a state or a village or a region which can grow sufficient cereal to meet their hunger requirements, no force on the earth can defeat them. No circumstance in the world can make them break. And when I have a look at the fundamental problems which are being faced on the global scenario, and particularly during this period when COVID-19 epidemic is troubling the entire, global population. For all times, what in fact we need in first place is the food security. And when we talk of the food security, I must make a mention about that anything else figures later. But at the doorstep, if there is anything that has to play a vital role, in reality, these are all agricultural scientists. I trust the interest and the endeavor being rendered by my colleagues from the SASRD and by the SASRD, it's going to give fundamental boost to the students passing out from this institution and replaced by a fresh batch. With a growing technology, I'm reasonably convinced that SASRD is going to contribute tremendously on the sector of this food security for the state and having its own recognition for the contribution for the country. Ladies and gentlemen, if we talk of the employment opportunity, and I must make a mention about that though agriculture sector, it is contributing nearly 16% of the GDP, but this sector has tremendous potential for creating job opportunities to the youth. There are several fronts, but all in fact put together, I would love to recall the farming sector. With this farming sector, we can just try to track our requirements through organic farming. Needless to make a mention about, the world has a real tilt towards anything that is that is grown through organic farming. Whether it is this contains fruits, it contains vegetables, all fall within this particular domain, of this farming. Some can still find their orientation towards another aspect of farming, floriculture, and I trust this particular sector, and especially the agroclimatic conditions which we are having in the place, this can definitely give a very, very strong economic boost if one intends to adopt it wholeheartedly with sufficient skill. This is the area which provides tremendous opportunity for animal production and their management, be it poultry, be it duckery, be it piggery, be it a combined project. I trust expertise are there in SASRD, and my colleagues involved in the mission, they are definitely looking forward, creating this opportunity to the people through our agents and those who are the agents, the pass outs, skilled lot of students whom we send out with the degree. Taking that all further, this particular front creates ample opportunity for medical sector. Ladies and gentlemen, I trust this particular part of the country has tremendous opportunity to grow medicinal plants, develop science and technology that could really cater to the requirements of its processing, and that way, even if a single case that clicks, I think it will, the amount of economic boost it is supposed to give, that will be enough to change the entire scenario of the state and the nation. If we try to combine all these aspects, and I will just call, before I pass on to the next step, let me just make a mention about Nagaland. It produces wonderful honey, stingless bees, there's a particular species that is found exclusively in Nagaland. And when I'm reported by the people, in fact, who are purchasing the honey from Nagaland for medicinal use, when they give strong positive reports, that makes me to feel about that this particular opportunity needs to be looked into deeper say, for future endeavors. Putting all in one shell, I must make mention about this farming sector. It possesses tremendous opportunity for entrepreneurship. And I trust the graduates and postgraduates, the doctors which the institution produces from the campus, they will actively look into all these aspects, and that could bring a good future to them, and that is likely to bring a fortune to the place, to the state, and to the nation. Friends, it is unlikely that this particular sector, what we call, in fact, say, agriculture sector, it is providing opportunity only for the food and the employment. One of the biggest problems the whole world is confronted today, that is how to sustain the good ecosystem with good environmental, all this good environment to the so-called citizens. I trust agriculture sector, by virtue of theirs tree plantations, social forestry, good seeds and good planting material, they have tremendous opportunity to help the society come up. Lastly, in the farming sector, whatever task we take, this is the only sector where anything we do that has a direct social relevance. So, ladies and gentlemen, the 4 key issues before the whole world in 21st century, if it could be better addressed by any group of the people, the expertise, these are agricultural scientists. I trust on this eventful day, when we are busy celebrating 43rd Foundation Day of the institution, let us try to track our feelings to our students, to alumni association, to elderly people, to the active ingredients in the society, that there is an institution which can cater to the requirements of the people, of the society, the way you wish to carry it forward. Luckily, the SASRD has got the STINER program going on. Ladies and gentlemen, this science and technology intervention in Northeast, it came, in fact, as a blessing to the SASRD. Because the Ministry of Donair, it had the strategy to establish, at least one center in all states in the Northeast region, with its headquarters stationed at East Jorhat. We were lucky enough that the only center established under this program, that is at SASRD. And I trust, under the able supervision and guidance of Professor Akali, this particular center is doing to cater to the needs of the farmers, their training, and with the technology at hand. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take the liberty with these words once again to extend my heartfelt greetings to all the members serving the SASRD and to the members of SASRD. I'm indeed thankful that for the first time, my colleagues on this SASRD, they have taken me in the, say, loop to share my feelings, my thoughts, the way I look at it on this occasion. With this, I trust the synchrony between SASRD and SASRD will continue for the better shaping of the institution, better shaping of the campus, for one and one need that better shaping of our dear students. With that, I thank you once again. I thank you all for taking me in the loop to mark this occasion. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, sir, for the very wonderful and priceless words of wisdom, encouragement, and also instilling in us, in our mindset, the responsibilities around us, particularly to our alma mater, all the SASRDians, and especially the alumni members of SASRD. Thank you, sir, for your valuable time and for your very, very wonderful speech. As we all know that we are regularly giving out 4 awards, which have been already announced, and it is a yearly occasion where all the 4 pages of BSc Honors Agriculture students are being awarded, and the award has been already announced. And as I told you before, the recipient of the main award, that is the Alumni Award for Academic Excellence, Ms. Sutikta Samantha. She was unable to be with us online since she had an appointment with her doctor for some medical case. However, she had sent us a small clipping, it's about 1 minute, about the receipt of the award. So may I request Lawrence to kindly play the clipping of Ms. Samantha, Sutikta Samantha, the recipient of Alumni Award 2020.
My senior, junior, and dearest friends, thank you for all your support and care that you have showered on me in these 4 years. Without you, my college life would have been boring and incomplete. These 4 years just went by in a flash, and I'm sure my classmates will agree with me. I wish we could get some more time with each other, but it has been a really rough year for all of us. Indeed, these 4 years were the best years of my life. And thank you, SASRD, for all the sweet and sour memories. I'll cherish these memories for a lifetime. To my junior, I'd like to say that be your best competition and your biggest driving force. Lastly, I'd like to conclude by quoting late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's word that every time teacher once was a student. Every winner was once a loser. Every expert was once a beginner. But all of them have crossed one bridge called learning. And long live SASRD.
Ironically, this is also all the 4 hours or all the 4 pages of undergraduate courses have been backed by intercurrents. So this has been a regular occurrence for the last 10 years or so. I think boys have now have a very great responsibility, bigger responsibility to compete with the boys. So I don't know what will happen to our society if this trend goes on for maybe many, many years. So I call upon the students, especially the boys, to gather up your best and then do better in all your endeavors. Now uh, let us be entrailed, or let's say, let us be placed with a wonderful number, wonderful words by one who is in our midst. I'm not going to declare the name, but the title is The Greatest Lover of All. So may I request the person concerned to please come forward and take your time, please. The greatest lover of all.
Chairperson, Professor Kumba, Honorable VC Naval University, Venezuela, President Dean of School, Professor Mahali, Professor Tayo, Voyager of Faith. You may be wondering why is not chairman. Go see my name is Industrial number 554. So I have a day of looking at all of you. When the program was out, I was made to see the word of creation. What ahead of me thought. And there was I was thinking, oh, to speak. You speaking only the way of knowing the teaching. So just we change. I requested to mom. Did they have a change? And the change was to exalt truth. That's why we're here. Now we don't know why we have to with this foundation day. Because without knowing the purpose of this foundation, if we just come together, we will create our thing, or say we just have fun, I think it's useless. We celebrate Foundation Day. It is time we continue, whatever the result is. And so we also try to remember the days gone by. Because in what we are today is all because of the sacrifice made by those people who were. Now, starting on what we have done, we have to reform ourselves. We have to reform ourselves. And we have to see that thing we do, build that thing what we have done. And we have to go to it. Now, in this unholy life, so many people are going through the hardship. We all know. Passing it all by the love and grace of the Lord Jesus. We sacrifice this word of love. It is very fast, it is beyond our comprehension. It's difficult. Love exceeds spiritual lovers. Love exceeds great members of the family. And love exists between parents and children. So love can be defined in so many ways. But all love which is given to us by our Lord and Savior Jesus, it is the greatest of all. So he is the greatest lover of all. That's all we would like to say. Only last night we started practicing. How far not know? If say something goes wrong, you have to deal with it. And say, oh, say in a different way. You have to think that say, if it had been, again, someone died, if it had been, what? So we say, here, we might say, here on my right, they might have, and on my feet.
The greatest lover of all. No wonder before this program goes to a close, we ought to acknowledge the people who have been instrumental in making our Foundation Day celebration memorable. Ultimately being made grander by the presence of people who have consented to spare time out of their busy schedule to be with us, and they are our Vice Chancellor, Professor Padeshi Lal, and Dr. K. Kiri, additional DCCF, Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of Missouri. Our sincere gratitude to both of you, sirs, for gracing our program. I also thank all the participants of the program, Professor Hong Pang for chairing the event, Professor Daibo, who invoked the Lord's blessings, Professor Akamisima for the warm welcome address, Dr. Chubatemsel and friends whose song lighted up the program. We are also grateful to Professor Lana Susan, Pro-Vice Chancellor, who has exhorted us with his beautiful number and his collected voice. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank Dr. Watila Jami for initiating the award and this award. I must also not forget to academic excellence associations, organizations, and individuals that we know their names. Umeri Kwan, Mrs. Kira C.H. Mora.
that work tirelessly. Thus, on behalf of all of us, I thank all the people who have contributed voluntarily to today's success. Though I never been able to tell and mention names individually. Thank you all once again for being with us today on this joyous occasion. Lastly, let us all hope and pray that we will be able to celebrate our next Foundation Day, not with a mask on, but face to face. Shall we all keep hoping and praying that God our Almighty will keep us alive and have a grand celebration the next day. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Sir Shobhasu, for delivering the vote of thanks. Now we will be closing the 43rd Foundation Day celebration of SASRD Alumni Meet by singing the national anthem. So let us all stand up and then sing the song, please. Read it overly. You can just sing overly the backside of the program, the national anthem. So we will be proceeding to sing the national anthem. Jana Kana Mana Bhajina Jaga Jaya He Bhava Punjab Singh These arranged outside this auditorium at the entrance, so let us all go and enjoy the tea. But before that, let us have a photography. Just one or two slides in commemoration of the